For Swiss watchmaker Franck Muller, there is no such thing as too complicated. However, designing some of the most complex watches ever made comes with a few challenges. Luckily, SolidWorks integrates powerful tools that can help watch designers verify that their masterpieces come together properly and behave as intended. Let's look at a few of these powerful features. With so many parts needing to work together in a small space, it is critical that all pieces fit together perfectly. SolidWorks' hole alignment tool, for example, lets you quickly and effortlessly check the dozens of parts of the watch's internal components, such as the tourbillons, to find holes that aren't lined up. The misaligned holes are listed with the maximum deviation and highlighted for easy identification. From here, the isolate command can be used to focus on the misaligned parts and to then easily modify the problematic components directly within this assembly. The measure tool is also quite useful for checking your design or clarifying an issue. SolidWorks' robust set of tools makes correcting this dimension and repairing this part very easy, as we can rapidly realign the holes without ever leaving the assembly environment. Interference detection is another key capability useful towards achieving proper fit and function of a design. This analysis can be performed on the entire movement or only on this subset. With one of the fastest solvers in the industry, SolidWorks enables designers to quickly identify issues, even when all of the parts of this timepiece's mechanism are intricately related. When selected, the interfering volumes are highlighted on the screen, allowing you to see exactly where the problems lie. It is often a question of identifying and adjusting the offending parts. Armed with this knowledge, the first interference can be immediately fixed by editing the part in the context of the assembly and using SolidWorks' Instant 3D to modify the geometry. Pulling the handle will literally extend or shrink this feature on the fly. Then, sectioning the model in half is required in order to have a visual cue on the second interference problem. In this case, we can clearly see that these two parts are clashing, and using the same technique, we can adjust the part to rectify the situation. By simply dragging the geometry, design changes are completed with speed. Also, the on-screen ruler allows you, if necessary, to precisely measure modifications without having to manually type in any dimensions. Let's take a closer look at the watch's tourbillon. This feature improves the watch's accuracy by countering the effects of gravity on some of the most delicate parts of the escapement, most notably a pallet fork and balance wheel with a hairspring attached. SolidWorks Mass Properties lets you visualize the center of mass to ensure an equal distribution of weight. And like most of the properties, it can be tracked and monitored by a sensor which will alert you automatically when the value deviates from a specified limit. SolidWorks clearance verification is also important to ensure proper function of the mechanism. This tool allows you to perform a rapid inspection to determine the minimum distance between the tourbillon and the other components of the movement. As usual, the failed clearances are listed under Results, and once selected, a dimension appears in the graphics area indicating the minimum distance between the selected components. Finally, SolidWorks Exploded Views provides designers with a simple yet powerful way to show how all of the individual parts are put together and how the movement is assembled. With so many components packed into a small design, this feature, along with all the other evaluation tools integrated within SolidWorks, is invaluable towards overcoming the increasingly difficult challenges that are intrinsic to timepiece development. In fact, designing better products has never been so simple with SolidWorks.